Now we're going to take a look at number 14. Kim works on social studies homework for 2 2/5 hours. Then she works on math homework for 1 1/4 hours. How many hours total does Kim spend doing homework? That word total gives us the hint that we are going to add the 2. So to add fractions, we are once again going to look for the least common denominator, which our denominators are 5 and 4. The least common denominator is the least common multiple of 5 and 4, which is 20. So we're going to scale up this fraction by 4 and scale up this fraction by 5. That is going to give us 2 8/20 plus 1 5/20. Now, unlike subtracting, where we had to worry about if we could actually subtract the fractions from each other, with adding, we can just go ahead and add the whole numbers and then add the fractions. And because it's all adding, we don't have to worry about making improper fractions. The 2 plus 1 gives us 3. The 8 plus 5 gives us 13, and the denominator doesn't change. So our answer is 3 13/20. So Kim spends 3 13/20 hours doing homework. Last problem on this lesson, number 15 on page 58. A wetsuit maker cuts out 2 5/8, and it should say yards on there, it's a typo, 2 5/8 yards of neoprene and 3 1/2 yards of fabric. How many total yards of material is needed by the wetsuit maker? Once again, you hear that word total, which tells us that we need to add. So with these, we are going to once again start by finding the least common denominator. And in this case, we're looking for the least common denominator of 8 and 2, which is 8. So this first fraction of 2 5/8 doesn't even need to change. The second fraction, we need to scale up by 4 so that we'll get 2 times 4 equaling 8 as their common denominator. So now we have 2 5/8 that didn't need to change, plus 3 4/8. And now we have a common denominator. And once again, since it's adding, we can just add the whole numbers and then add the fractions of 5/8 and 4/8. The 2 plus 3 gives us 5. The 5/8 plus 4/8 gives us 9/8. Now, unlike the last problem where that was just our final answer, this time we have an improper fraction there. That 9/8 is actually equal to 1 1/8. So now I need to take the 5 that was in front as our whole number, add it to the 1 1/8 to make 6 1/8 yards of material. And that is our final answer.